Hey guys, well, Tracy went live late last night. She went live yesterday afternoon as well, but what really wasn't even worth uploading. I mean, yeah, it was, nah. So I figured I'd do this one. Really wasn't much about anything, just walking around outside in nature, and her grandson's birthday's coming up in 2 days. His party's in 4 days. She has no money. She hasn't received no donation. Just yada yada, same old shit. So let's take a look and see what she's up to late at night. I tell you, different ways that you look at the inside of that van, it seems pretty large, pretty roomy in there.
Hi. Come here. Bill, come here. Well, I can't find the cap to my water jug. It has been a very long day. I wanted to go to sleep about hours ago, and it just kept going and going. I finally got in a bathtub for a little bit, and that helped me wake up. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope I didn't miss anybody. But I had to get Bella some water and myself a drink. I've dubbed this one my nightgown. I feel like I am Andromeda and getting to sleep in the nice things, Whenever I noticed it was torn on the hem, that's what I made it. I guess I should send out a few invites. Oops. I definitely pushed the button. That was not the right button. I'm tired, so I'm probably not going to be on very long. Let me go ahead and send these invites out. Give everybody an opportunity to see if I'm okay and how things are going, how my mental state is going. Ooh, that light is bright. Do I have to tone it down a little bit? I didn't like the lighting from way up top, but I don't really find a good spot. Oh, that might work. No, that looks really dark still. Oh, my shoulder doesn't like me doing that. It is up there. It's not the right way. Yeah, it's gonna fall down right on my head. Yeah, that's not cool. This is not working. Light seems like it's just gonna be in my eyes either way. Ooh, I found the lid. I try to wait until the last possible moment to close the door because it gets kind of warm in here while the air isn't moving. But the mosquitoes are drawn to the light that I use to be able to come live at nighttime. It's a pretty powerful light. It's giving me a headache already. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. I'm glad everybody has come today. Hi, Miss Rita. Hi, Cece. Hi, Casey. So, on the home front, we're still sleeping in the van. I didn't want to do that. So I just knocked something off into the wall here. And I have no clue what it was. And I don't like reaching my hand down there. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Nope. Among those things that I keep reaching out to do and not thinking about my shoulder hurting. Oh, I'm sleeping. It doesn't matter when I can fall asleep at. I get up about 6:30. And I don't have to. I don't have to. The internal me is like, all right, the sun is up. This is the dad in me. Yes, my dad did this. The sun is up. It is time to get up, get the coffee, and get out the door. It is everybody up. So I have been unable to sleep in I don't know how long. Hi, Kimmy. Oh, I hope you're feeling tons better. Thank you for the heart, me. Yeah, and then I'll look around, and right now it's like, it's pretty warm outside during the daytime when the sun is up there, when you would feel like, you could use a little extra rest, and you take one of those kindergarten recharge things. I have not taken a nap unless I'm sick. If I'm sick, just let me rest. Just let me rest. Tons of rest. And water. Don't let me run out of water, because I'll be like, I need some water. I'm gonna not make it.
So I did watch the whole live that she did in the afternoon. I might go ahead and upload it. Yeah, I think I might. But what I've noticed is she hasn't complained about her shoulder at all. So that was kind of weird.
Oh, I wish life was that way, Cece, but it is not yet. We're working towards these things, however. We shouldn't talk about that. I just microwaved a frozen burrito, and they come in a whole pack of them for not that much. I haven't made anything since I've been here, so I don't want to just eat all their things. They've already are feeding a whole crew. There have been a few hints that this costs, and I don't have pitch. No, I'm still helping out inside right now. Yeah. Um, I'm doing a lot of trying to figure out how to achieve the goal, and I don't know. I don't know. A lot of praying. Whole lot of praying. Whole lot of praying. Don't let the patience and adaptability come to an end of any direction until the path is made for this to have wings. And Pegasus needs wings. She can't fly unless, like, they're just gonna ground her every time if she doesn't fly correctly. So we gotta get her flying correctly. Hi, Cat. You're gonna go on TikTok and then you can help more. Yeah, I didn't know what that means, but good luck. Did you like my nightgown dress? I need to get the right ribbon for my hair for nighttime to braid down into my hair. Like, see, I braided my hair down, and then that way I have the whole thing. It doesn't quite work out if I don't have that ribbon with the probably pearls on it. I'm gonna try to direct the light so you can see it better. Oh yeah, I forgot I can stand up in here. Whoa, there's a back there too. I need sponsors. Oh, that leaves a lot of room for sellout, don't it? It has to be like the people as sponsors. I am going on WB. What is WB? I love it too. It's so comfortable and soft. It's what you need to be relaxed in. But the bottom of it is torn. This is one of the things I got at that rummage sale, but that doesn't mean it's no good, right? I think it's beautiful still, and to sleep in, it's perfect. Weather builder, not. No, I don't think I have. I have this like it's a pillow with arms on it that the kids got me. I'm kind of using it to lean against and prop up on so I can be in the camera. Oh my goodness, my kids returned home with 2 chickens, like full chickens, real chickens, and they're fancy ones with the fluffy feet. And they said they were just running around out there in the wild, so they were free. They just had to wrangle them up and catch them. So the kids, both my kids and both grandkids were running out there catching some chickens. I wish I could have gotten it on video. Could you imagine the funniness that had to have been occurring? Wealth? No, I don't know what that is. I really don't know what that is. I don't even know the definition of what that word is like. I'm part of the make it work, baby, make it work. Yeah. Whatever you got, it's how you're gonna make it work. Don't worry, my dad says it builds character. I bet you by now I'm full of character, though. I mean, we'll have to find out, but I think so. I think I'm probably full of it. You just show products. Oh, yeah. Do you know how entirely honest I am? They're not gonna like me doing any of that. They're really, I mean, the customers probably will enjoy it, but the product people, not unless they've got that good of product, they're probably not gonna like my review. Yeah. Good thing that is not my job to go out and review people.
You know, I say this all the time about people on here that beg for money, right? That have large numbers, over 5,000. And I always wonder, you know, they're on here begging for money. Why don't they apply to the TikTok shop? Why don't they, you know, review items? And they're always on live anyway, right? And they could earn commission and stuff and have free products and stuff like that. And, you know, one thing is, I guess they want the quick, fast money, right? And okay, whatever. And I guess with her, you know, with traveling, you know, where would she keep the items, right? That she would have to reveal. But now that she's there at her daughter, she could do it. But as picky and the way she complains all the time, just like she just said, I don't think she'd do too good at reviewing. I don't think she'd do too good at reviewing things.
Oh, dear Lord, please, nobody give me that kind of power. I used to dream, like, whenever I was doing aircraft and working in the industry things, I used to dream of these I mean, how everybody acted, there's no other way to put it. It was like the coming of God was coming into the shop, and they were about to look up and down and make sure things were by this checklist. And these people were called OSHA. But inside the walls, it was more like God was coming to visit. Things I ain't never seen go down and be cleaned, and the word went through the shop like lightning fire, so that while they were inspecting one area, the other areas were on serious get it together. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't get things like that. Like, where am I going to plug them into? I can't. I'd be no good at stuff like that. Oh, but if I would volunteer for curling iron, rave hairspray, and Like things you got from Walmart? Yeah. So you just go pick the things? Right. So my dream was to like grow up to one day be a big dog and join the OSHA crew. That was really a big dream. I wanted to know how it felt to have that power rather than to be outputting that power. And like all those people scrambling, all the big bosses, all of that energy being released that is going. And it's like, so you know that these people are walking into each and every one of these industries with this checklist, and they get to put their big boy pants or big girl pants on each day, and I thought that that would be a fabulous feeling. I mean, they're going to output it anyway. I always do everything the right way, the justice way, the way it's supposed to be done. And so I thought this would make a great fit, you know, with my personality being that. And then that being the job is to be as honest as possible so that these workers have safety where they're working. Yeah. Or so that there's accountability in these big places. Yeah, whenever I was trying to do it, it was like only things that TikTok carried, and then that way that it was like a promotional thing, and you would link it right there at the bottom. It would have like a little sticker for your page. What do you mean I'm not following you? What? No, I'm looking at it right now. We're definitely following each other. I don't even think you can be a moderator if I'm not following you. Is it a different platform? I am following you. I don't understand. We've been following each other for a while. Is it a different name or something? I'm so confused right now, Miss Rita. Oh, okay. So it's not a platform that you're on yet or that you've created yet. All right. I will definitely follow you. You just tell me when you have it up and I will follow you. I was just like, I know we've been following each other forever now. How did that even happen? I am so ready for bed already. You are? Oh, I can't wait. Yep, I can't wait. I'm hoping that once I get like a few donations, then I can get like things, the insulation and stuff like that, and start going live while I'm fixing the van up. Right now, I have nothing to do it with. Of course, you can. There's nobody to interrupt. It's smooth selling once you get the talking down, you know. Once you see it as like you're just talking to yourself in a mirror and not like the entire world could be viewing this. I didn't see Tinker. Oh. I haven't been able to do anything at all yet. I've caught up some laundry and hung out with the grandkids, set up the van. I do like it this way better. But other than that, I don't have anything to get the parts that are needed yet. Yeah, you've been with me for a while, and in the beginning I didn't talk so smoothly at all. I mean, maybe I did a little bit, but not consistently. And it's because some days I just had something to come on here and say, and some days I just needed to show up saying whatever happened to come to my head because I didn't have anything to say. Once I can start though, then I'll be able to show the progress and the work that's involved in putting some insulation in here and hopefully building a bed, because sleeping on the floor, it's okay, but if you've got room to stand up, you don't want to have to do it all the way from the floor. It'd be easier to just squat down and sit in the bed and stand up from halfway than to be all the way on the floor every time. I forget that I can even stand up in the middle because I wake up on the floor, so I just scooch to the door instead of standing up. It's almost useless without the taller things. Yeah. It's all a new to me process. I've never done any of this. So I will be making plenty of blooper reels. I mean, I just usually hit post. I don't usually go through and edit a lot. Yeah, I think I'm even gonna get the stickers for it that say like Tracy for representative, and put them on the side of the van to travel with. And that way people are like, oh, so she's serious about this talk. That's not just talk. Yeah. Whenever I was a kid, our construction company was these magnetic things that you put on the door, so you can have those printed off. I do too, yeah. Aw, Tinkerbell, you're coming here being all sweet. Miss Rita, have you got moved from your old spot to the new house yet? A couple more trips. Yeah, it's always hard to have your stuff and have to go through it all, and yeah. and then you're putting it over into another place, and you have to figure out where everything goes once it's there. I think I've rented a U-Haul once for myself, one time. I just usually go through my stuff and find out what's the most important to me. I think that my mom always having lots of things and it being more of a hoarding type situation, that I had the opposite thing because, I was the kid that had grown up around so many things. And it's chihuahuas. At one time we had 17 chihuahuas inside the house. Yeah. I think that what we do as parents kind of, it does start to shape our children for when they're older. You got this. Oh, they're going to do a walkthrough and then either clear it or tell you if something's wrong. Yeah, I did a lot of work as the cleaner for those. Like, here on post is a strict list. Here on post, it's like they take a white glove. They move the refrigerators. They check the stove. Like, everything has to be. They move the stove. And that was my hardest thing. I was like, y'all have the damn thing bolted to the floor. How am I supposed to clean under the stove? To check it, you unbolted it. Give me a chance to clean it. I was like talking to the inspector, well, you got to go upstairs and still check up there. Can't I just clean it real quick? But I was hired a lot for those jobs. Working for Century 21 and doing their cleaning, that's whenever I met the person. I put my daughter and her friend in danger, and I told him where my girls were going to be, and he wasn't such a nice guy, and yeah. Yeah, and then one of the girls ended up in his basement at Pokey Point, and on the phone with us that she should have listened, and she didn't listen, and she thought things would be fine. Yeah, she survived, but you never know the damage that does. You never know the scar and how deep that wound is for someone. Yeah, I used a lot of baking soda and vinegar to clean with. It takes the smells out too. So you just like shake baking soda, wet it down the inside, and just shake baking soda all over it, and then put your vinegar in a spray bottle and spray it on it. If there were really bad walls, like say a pet had rubbed its butt up against the trim on one certain area for forever, and it left that oily dark spot, that stuff, scrubbing bubbles. I know it doesn't sound right, but scrubbing bubbles like takes that off. I don't know what is in that thing, but it works. You have to watch rubbing on it on like matted paint finishes because it'll also rub that paint off. So on matte finish paint, don't use that. It was one of my secret weapons. Like, if we had a smoker apartment and we had to clean that, and you're expected to get that smell off, you could spray this. We used a paint with gloss in it for this purpose. And in case somebody drew on the wall a kid in the apartment or something, you could get that off really easily. So you pay for the upgrade to have a little bit of gloss shine on it so that it's wipeable. If it's matte and you try to wipe it, it's going to take the paint off. And so I would use scrubbing bubbles and start at the top ceiling trim and watch the nicotine just run down the wall. Yeah. It took a lot, but 2 cases of that. I know. It was probably the wrong way to do it, but it worked so well that when the property owner hired someone new and I left, he asked what the tip was that I had been using. We had one apartment where a man lived there for 20 years. He lived there for 20 years straight. And he never had, like, he did his own work on it or something because he never had maintenance and stuff come over to fix much of anything. Yeah. Yeah, I think that that's kind of crap, actually. And I love that you're going and going, and I'm going to keep going to prove that there is absolutely no reason that that should have to happen for life to happen, you know? That it's just about waking up to trade energy with a company so that they'll give you the monetary value that they have made the system here on the ground externally. But they're siphoning your energy, or else why whenever you wake up you feel refreshed and then you go do that and you feel drained. That's an energy siphon, and it seems to be going on for about almost all of everybody's life now. And if they up the age one more time, I mean, it just gets closer. And so it shouldn't be that way. There should at least be a choice in it, not it be mandatory. Yeah. I don't want to see this as the future for our grandkids and our kids. There is a better way. There's a better way to do things, and this just isn't it. Yeah. And I believe in that. So if I believe in that, maybe there are others out there that believe in it also. And I'm going to keep working to make strides to get there, to make our voice heard for those of us that are not having a representative speak our words, our needs, and what it's like here, because they would not know. There is not one that would know this realm of existence. This isn't something that I was like, oh, that's what I'm gonna grow up and do one day. Like I said, I wanted to work for OSHA. I wanted to do that. And but I see the need. I see the crapola that has been dished out and handed to everyone, not just myself. I thought it was myself for quite a long time, but it's not. It's more than just me that has gone through these things. And it's not a fix to just me get what what should have been the security I paid into for the time that I may become disabled. That is a guarantee because they take it out of your check. You don't get the choice. Hi, Jane. It would be a great job for anyone that wants to do things because it progresses humanity as a whole instead of the division and the knocking some off of the platform like they're not needed and like they're not a part of this entire whole. Especially if they've done nothing to be pushed off of it. If their only problem is that they were once living the same society and everything as everyone else and then it fell. What? Oh no, baby, thank you. All right. But it train of thought. If it fell, then there would be no reason to have the crimes if there is no lack of the things that are needed. It gives someone hope still to be able to see that achievable goal. When every turn is knocking you down, when you're never recognized for those things that you do, it takes that hope and it starts to put a smelter on it, like it sniffs it out, snuffs it out. That's it. Snuffs it out. And then your mental starts to go downhill with that. It's all a chain reaction, the external and the internal. Yeah, and I see the hope still there in humanity, but I also see a lot of us that have given up at critical times and a lot that never even made it out of those critical times. And our choices are what should make us. They are what reflect us and what is inside and what we offer to humanity. It is our choices that show whether we are just floundering around and looking for an escape from it, or if we are taking the opportunity of a gap that happens to be there and then running with that. And there are many different ways that we can live life, and it doesn't have to look like our neighbors. And actually there's a saying for that, and that's poking fun if you're living trying to keep up with the Joneses. I think that's what the saying is. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, you misunderstood me. I'm sorry if you misunderstood me. I am going to do that. I'm definitely doing that. But as they come, it's not a factory. I'm not doing that. I'm busy right now. I don't know if you've got eyes to see, but you can look around to see that there's a lot going on in this at least first week since I've been here. Yeah, I don't try to overload myself. I have no want to be part of that society. This is me fighting back against it. No, I think maybe you have misunderstood me. I do want to do those things as I find the things that come along. Like this dress would have been cute if I took it in and made it fit me, but then I seen that the hem on the bottom is already messed up, and it's just, I don't know. I don't know. It's just fine how it is for what I'm using it for. None of the things I've ever remade have been with the sewing machine. Everything I've ever done has been by hand. This sewing machine thing would be my very first experience. And it's in a shed somewhere, so it's not been dug out yet. I can't go dig out their things, you know what I mean? But as things come, I'll work on them, and if I get myself a sewing machine, this is theirs, so they're going to keep it. I will be able to use it and practice on it while I'm here to see if I want to get my own sewing machine. If not, I can just keep doing things by hand. Anything that I wear that y'all see, ask about it. I am not going out of my way to do that. I am not. If I like to do that, then that's a different thing. I don't know if I'm going to like with the sewing machine, but I do like to do it by hand. Which means it's not going to be factory type pumped out. There are many different job types that I've turned down. Yeah, and turning a hobby into my job, I don't know about that. And I think that I like tinkering with the styles, but that's not something I could sit there and do full time. My hand will not just grasp a needle all day long. It's something that I do as a hobby on the side. If the sewing machine thing works, then I would probably have better product. My daughter wants to add to her things. She's pushing me to make these skirts that she wants. And they're what she says a quick skirt to make. But we haven't made one, so I haven't made a judgment on it because I haven't even touched the thing yet. But I do like thrifting and remaking clothes, but that takes fitting it to a person. And normally I just fit mine to my own body. Or I'll sew up the kids' clothes or hem them, but it's always by hand. Ah, my shoulder. You don't have to be sorry. I'm just trying to make sure that you understand what I'm saying and not that it's something else, that I'm not saying. Oh, the mosquitoes are really coming in right now. Dang it. Oh, I caught it and let it go. That was smart. Okay, well, it's 9:30 and I haven't asked yet. So if anybody is willing to donate, I am definitely accepting donations so that I can get back on the journey and not be sitting here too long. working on the car. It's already going to be a little bit that I'm going to be working on the car and getting it legal. I'm going to keep everybody up to date. It's just, this is the first week I've been here. I don't know how things work here, so I'm trying to figure that out. I'm also trying to figure out the inside of this van and draw up a plan of what I'm building inside the van. Which is going to definitely take some wood. My sleeping bag is slippery, so I keep sliding down. Okay. Hang on. Oh, no, we're not. Okay. That must have been because you were one of the most watching people that show up on the beginning of the list. It shows up on our list of invite with those that watch it the most. Hi, Bonnie. I was just about to log off. Oh, man, nope. Oh, man, I can't handle these mosquitoes flying on my back like that. What do you mean, like you, Rita? Yeah, I'm going to bed, too. Yeah, you and Bonnie, all the ones that kind of keep up with my story most that watch, y'all show up at the front of the line whenever I go to do shares. And that's somebody that had to have showed up within the first 15 people. I don't know either. That's just what I've noticed. I've been doing it for 3 years, so I've just kind of been paying attention to the different things that they change. I guess transparency. All right, well, I'm going to get some sleep. I will be here for coffee in the morning. I think I'm going to go live before my daughter brings my son to work since she takes so long getting back afterwards. And then I end up not being able to come on until noon like today. So tomorrow I'm going to try to do it beforehand. It always is. It's always changing. You just gotta kind of just notice the things that keep changing on it. What? No, I don't think that's what I did, unless I just pushed buttons. Huh? Yeah, it did. Yeah, I didn't do that on purpose. But that's what do you mean that you sent money? Wait, I'm a little confused right now though. Is there a reason you blocked Jersey Girl? I sent you money and you just blocked me. Wait, but I don't care. I mean, your money does not buy my loyalty. Your donation is a donation without the strings attached. If you I don't know, I'm just gonna just put this out there so that you know about this. Your donation is a donation. The string attached doesn't come like if you come in here or you do something and then it goes I block you or something like that. It's not because of a donation that somebody would get to stay. And if you feel that way though, I do understand now that that is the type of person that would do that, that would also hold it as a string if that's why it is definitely called a donation, is to help somebody else. But what you just said, I mean, it was an accident, but the way that you said it, and now that I see why do you have so many accounts? I don't understand. Well, I understand that part, and you understand that I'm real and I'm not a robot, and that accidents happen. But what I don't understand is how quickly you got in here and have this other account, and then you threw up that you had sent a donation. It's not like it was a donation then. So I'm misunderstanding you a lot. I don't understand, why do you have so many accounts with just... But like you popped in here really quick on another account and you were hot. And I that's not the intention, but that was definitely the first thing that you threw up. But it is a reflection of... Yeah, but on each account too, and is following more than follows, and I'm having these problems with somebody violating the account all the time. And then she came in here and the first thing that she did was throw up that she's donated, not just to ask what happened. Right, but I mean, I hit buttons all the time. If you haven't been here for lives before, I'm like always, damn it, hit the wrong button. And that's what happens whenever you're just like fumbling around on the internet and trying to talk to people and not trying to be a professional. It does happen. It's human error. But the counteraction, I'm glad you got a message to me. That's cool too. But the counteraction of it was just so emotionally charged. Yeah, I'm sorry that it happened because it wasn't my intentions. Just sometimes when I'm grabbing the things and scrolling, boxes pop up, and when I'm trying to get rid of it, it'll hit the wrong thing. Actually, okay, I can own that. I hit the wrong thing when I'm trying to get rid of it. Good afternoon, Joe. Yeah, I do too sometimes. I do a lot of times. My kids would be like, we'd go out to dinner and they'd be all excited. We're going to get some pizza. Everybody's getting some pizza. And then we'd get there and they would get the order wrong. And I would just be like, all right, fine. The order is wrong. Can we do it again and get the order right this time? And then it would get sent back and then it would come back out and the kids would be like, pizza's here, pizza's here. And then it'd be wrong and I'd be like, my kids would just kind of sit over up against the chair, get out of the line of fire. All right, well, still, it's about bedtime, and I'm still trying to get off of here. I'm not. Yeah, I'm boring the hell out of myself too, so it's time for bed. If I think of anything clever, I'll come back and talk. I love you guys. I hope you have beautiful dreams tonight, and I hope we all wake up tomorrow and poof, the things are better. A little bit. And one small step for mankind. Good night.
Alrighty, guys. Talk to you on the next one.
Oh, the broken phone doesn't want to go.